There are five parameters we use to describe skeletal muscles: origin, insertion, blood supply, innervation, and action or function. Origin is the more proximal, medial, and stable structure the muscle is attached to. Insertion is the more distal, lateral structure the muscle is attached to, and the one that moves when the muscle contracts. Blood supply is self-explanatory and refers to the arterial blood supply of the muscle. Innervation is the nerve that causes the muscle to contract. And action or function is the result of the muscle contracting. Let's use the biceps brachii muscle as an example. The biceps brachii actually has a short head and a long head. The short head has its origin in the apex of the coracoid process, whereas the long head has its origin in the supraglenoid tubercle of the scapula or shoulder blade. The biceps brachii inserts into the radial tuberosity of the radius, as well as in the deep fascia of the forearm. It is innervated by the musculocutaneous nerve, and its blood supply is from branches of the brachial artery. Its action or function is to flex and supinate the forearm at the elbow joint. It is also a weak flexor of the arm at the glenohumeral joint. As a second example, let's take here the latissimus dorsi muscle. For its origin, the origin of the lats dorsi is actually divided into four parts. The vertebral part here has its origin from the spinous processes of vertebrae T7 to T12. For the iliac part, the origin is the posterior third of the crest of the ilium. For the costal part, the origin is for ribs 9 to 12. And for the scapular part, the origin would be the inferior angle of the scapula. The latissimus dorsi inserts into the intertubercular sulcus of the humerus between the pectoralis major and the teres major muscles. It is innervated by the thoracodorsal nerve, and its blood supply is the thoracodorsal artery, as well as the perforating arteries of the ninth to 11th posterior intercostal arteries, as well as the first two-third lumbar arteries. Its action or function is to internally rotate the arm, to adduct the arm, and to extend the arm. The latissimus dorsi also assists in respiration.